As a first-time mom, and I can tell you from experience, even the second time around, the most stressful purchase for consideration is the car seat. You don't want to mess it up, and you want to make sure that you're really getting the best bang for your buck. But there's no secret that the amount of options out there are, at the very least, overwhelming. I'm here to help you out again with a quick start to picking your infant car seat. Hey guys, welcome to Define Motherhood. I'm Ashley. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post. Please don't forget to visit us at definemotherhood.com for more content, including blog posts and reference materials. When it comes to infant car seats, there are 5 that I highly recommend. There are 3 that I classify as kind of tried and true, and then there are 2 that are a little bit of a newcomer to me in terms of brand, but I couldn't not use them just because of how promising and really great they're performing from a safety perspective. So let's get into it. The first car seat that I recommend, I would kind of classify as like an overall best car seat for your money, like the best value. This guy is going to be the Chico KeyFit 30. It's not new by any means. Most of you have probably heard of it or been advertised it or seen it. This car seat will support your little one from 4 pounds all the way up to 30 pounds. Remember when we talked about in my last video, these car seats are carrier car seats, so that 30-pound max tends to be a little bit much. When you add in the weight of the carrier plus baby, that's a lot to actually tote around, but it is an option. It does come with a super easy latch install, making the installation of the base to your car, or if you're toting it from car to car, a smooth and easy process for you. It does deliver better than average crash test ratings, including side impact protection. The price range for this car seat is going to be about $200, depending, of course, on retailer. You'll be able to get it in a stroller set anywhere from $350 to $380, depending on the material or if it's a special version or something like that. When it comes to some of the cons to this seat, it is one of the heavier seats on the market, so the carrier by itself is going to come in at around 9 pounds, 16 pounds with the base, so remember you got to add baby's weight to that in terms of you carrying it around. The 16 pounds can be cumbersome if you're moving the total unit from car to car. There are just bases that you can purchase so that you're only really moving the carrier, which makes it a little bit easier. The other things that are a little bit challenging with this car seat are it is a little bit harder to install without the base. So all of these carrier car seats are able to be installed using your seatbelt strap, meaning that you can use it really in any car, even if you don't have the base with you. This one is just not as front. You do have to move and maneuver around some pieces of the car seat to really get the belt through, and then of course leveling it off can be a little bit tricky. There is limited stroller compatibility with this car seat. Of course, like I said, you can purchase it in a set, but it may not be compatible with those strollers that you maybe are growing into. So just keep that in mind and make sure you check for that compatibility. And then lastly, in terms of canopy, which is the shade that comes down to kind of protect baby from sun, it leaves something to be desired. It is one of the smaller ones, so it's not going to offer you the best protection for baby in the back seat with a compact car where you have the rear windshield on top of the 2 side windows, or even just out on a stroll depending on the angle of the sun. But overall, this guy will tend to be in the top 3 of most top-rated car seats on the market. I think even in 2019, or 2018, 2019, and including 2020 so far. The number 2 car seat that I would recommend is called the Britax B-Safe 35. This guy is going to support baby from 4 pounds all the way up to 35 pounds. So it does give you a few extra pounds if you want to use it for an extended period of time. It's going to run you about $200 depending on the retailer. You will be able to find it in a stroller set for around $320. So it does give you a slightly lower price point for the total package. Compared to the Chico, I do want to call out that those stroller sets usually do have a 4-wheel configuration. The Britax has a 3-wheel, so if you have a preference in terms of maneuverability, that's something to consider. This guy is going to offer a really nice fabric option. Usually you can find multiple finishes or color variations that are a little bit clean, not so print-centric. So it gives you use across genders or multiple babies, which is great. It does also use the easy to latch install for your car, meaning same as the Chico key fit, you can move it around pretty easily and re-level it and install it with ease. It does have better stroller compatibility than what I found with the Chico key fit, so it's going to be able to be used with more strollers out there on the market. The one thing I will call out is if you can, try to avoid the strap configuration for adapters. Try to find one that has a click-in option. Those tend to be safer. When it comes to car seats in general, the safest car seats are always the ones that are the easiest to use, the easiest to install, and the easiest to update. So as your child grows, moving the straps around, getting it in and out of the stroller without having to tug or pull or tighten. If you just have a click-in system, it's going to make it much easier and keep baby much safer. Some of the cons to this, like I said, it is a more compact unit, but it is heavier in terms of weight. So the carrier itself is going to come in at about 10 pounds, not that much more than the Chico, but the overall unit itself, including the base, is going to weigh in at about 19, which could be a little bit challenging if you're moving the entire thing from car to car. In terms of safety, this guy will still deliver great safety testing results, and it does include the side impact rating as well. The third car seat that I would recommend is the Graco SnugRide Click Connect 35. This guy is going to support baby from 4 pounds all the way up to 35 pounds. This guy would be my recommendation for a really great alternative if you are looking for a budget car seat. So whether it's a secondary car seat or you're just looking to save a little bit in terms of budget, this is an incredible option. It gets really great safety ratings. The price is going to be about $150. You can get it on sale during promotional time periods for even $120. So it's a really great budget-friendly option. In terms of with a stroller, you're looking at around a $300 price point. So still very friendly in terms of your wallet. It does deliver better than average crash test ratings, so not dissimilar to the Britax or the Chico. It does come with an easy latch system, but I will say this one does have one of the easiest belt installations as well, so it makes it kind of foolproof regardless of which way you're installing it. So if you don't want to purchase another base or you don't have the budget to purchase another base, it still allows you the flexibility to move it from car to car without risking installing it incorrectly, like you may see with the Chico or the Britax. Other than that, it is also lighter weight. So this guy, the carrier itself will come in at about 8 pounds, which is pretty light in general for any car seat on the market. And then the total unit itself is going to be 15 pounds. In terms of cons, it will be a little bit of a lower quality material. So these guys you're going to want to hand wash and make sure that you leave out to dry so that you don't have any shrinkage. Whereas with the Britax and the Chico, I've used machine wash and then dried it on a delicate cycle for both and had no issues. So just keep that in mind in terms of what you will have with babies, which is spit up, blowouts, all sorts of bodily fluids. It may make it a little bit easier, but it cleans off just as well. It's just a little bit more time consuming. This brings me to my last two recommendations, which, like I said, are a little bit newer brands to me, but based on all of the research and the crash test ratings that are out there, these are really growing in popularity. They are a little bit on the heavier side when it comes to price point, but a lot of that is because they come with more safety features than what's necessary to pass crash testing in the US. They tend to follow a European style in design as well as safety based on EU regulations. The first of these and my fourth recommended car seat is what's called the Cybex Anton-2. Like I said, it's a European car seat in terms of the design and the safety features. You're going to be looking at about a $280 price point. You can find it in a stroller system for around $700. Again, always always try to find promotions, guys. With baby planning, you can try to put it on a registry or even just get notified whenever things go on sale as a great option to save some money. This one is going to deliver, of all of them, the best crash test ratings, and a lot of it has to do with the added safety features that are included in this guy. One of which is going to be a load leg feature, which basically is a leg that extends from the bottom of the car seat to the floorboard of your car. Just gives a little bit extra support to that car seat in terms of when or if there is a collision. Also absorbing some of that shock and just making sure that baby doesn't slide around or anything like that as much. And then the other thing is it will have the easy latch install system. And then of course, it is a lighter weight option. It comes in at about 8.8 pounds. So similar to the Graco SnugRide in terms of weight perspective. Some of the cons to this are it does also have, like the Chico, a lackluster canopy shape. And then of course you have the higher price point for a car seat that baby won't use for that long. My fifth recommendation is what is called the Primo Viaggio 4 to 35 car seat. Per the name, this guy will support baby from 4 pounds all the way up to 35 pounds. You're going to be looking at about a $300 price point for the car seat. You can find it in a stroller system for anywhere from $700 to $850. This guy does get better crash test ratings than some of the others. Not as good as the Anton, but really close. It does have two really great features, including that load leg system that we were talking about, but it'll also have an anti-rebound bar, which again just keeps baby's seat from being bounced around as much. It does have a really easy installation process, but the downside is it is the heaviest of all the car seats. So the total unit is about 21 pounds. If I had to guess, the carrier itself is probably going to be around 9 to 10 pounds. But if you're moving it from car to car, it, like I said, is a little bit of a cumbersome process, especially with the added features that attach to the car. And then other than that, the only other downside is going to be similar to the Chico in that you're going to find it to be limited in compatibility with any aftermarket strollers. And that wraps us up. Those are my 5 recommended car seats. When it comes to infant or carrier car seats, are worth it in terms of safety features as well as the quality of the car seat. If you guys found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up down below. If you're new here or returning, please just don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell if you want to be notified every time that I post. As always, don't forget to visit our blog site at definedmotherhood.com. Guys, we're building a community here to support each other as moms, as researchers, and as women. So don't forget to also sign in and create a login so you can become part of the various communities that are growing on the page. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.